Oh, welcome to Amsterdam Talk Season 3, Episode 3. This has been a highly anticipated episode that I've been having going back and forth that I didn't know the weeks this was supposed to be on. But tonight, this is the week we have coming all the way from down south where the alligators and the crocodiles roam. Florida, we have the pretty palace. How y'all doing, ladies?
We
We're
good. We good.
good.
How are you?
Oh man, it's they've been waiting on this one for a long time, so I'm happy that y'all finally got here. But
We good.
before we start, um, tell me a little bit about yourselves.
Okay, well, I'll go first. I'm Dee. I go by Dee So Pretty. I'm a plus size model and influencer, model coach, and I'm also the founder of the Pretty Palace, home of the Curvy Queens in Central Florida. And basically, we do a lot of fashion shows, photo shoots, networking events. We're in the community, so we've sent girls out to prom and just all kind of things. So we're super active, and we're just trying to get the body positive memo out there, but we're trying to do it in a realistic way to let people know that plus size women are sexy and confident and wanted very much so. So we just coming to prove a point. That's all that is.
I got you.
Yep.
Okay, that was the
hmm
founder. So what about call me Tati or Raina Simone?
Okay, well, I'm Tati. I am an entrepreneur, a career baddie. All right. Also part of Pretty Palace, more so behind the scenes of Pretty Palace. So, I offer a hair takedown service called T Can Take It Down. So that is where I provide services to the Pretty Palace and other wonderful ladies or men located in Orlando by taking down hairstyles that might be a little bit difficult for one to take down by themselves.
Okay,
So yeah, so that's me right there.
and last but not least, Ms. Raina Simone.
hmm
Well, hi, I'm Bianca, but I go by Reina Simone. I'm a model and plus size influencer that focus on body positivity as well. Um, I've been doing this a little bit under 2 years and was founded by Dee, and then was brought into the circle with these other beautiful women that we have on the call, and then also that you see on Instagram. I don't have a business. I am my business. So I manage myself as far as modeling and stuff like that. So I'm growing. So check
hmm
back in a year later from now, and I probably might have this much.
Got you. So okay, what I'm getting is so D, you're the founder of this whole thing.
I am,
So
yes.
how did this start?
Um, well, we were already kind of doing things in Orlando just as a group of plus size women, and we were trying to like fit into everyone else's path. That's what the problem was. Like we were in different model groups or attach ourselves to already established groups, and we weren't really getting the results that we wanted, and we weren't really doing the things that we wanted to do. Some of our values, number one, is business. Make sure that we are producing, that we are working, models. And
Hold on, she's breaking up.
Yeah, she breaking up.
Yeah.
oh no, what about now?
Oh yeah, you good.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
so, so the core value is, of course, business because we want to make sure that we're producing. We don't want to say that we're influencers and not influence or inspire anybody. And then our second core value is sisterhood, and we want to make sure that everyone is treated with kindness and respect. And we do it like real sisters. Like it's a lot of us, so we all not gonna get along every single day. But the important thing is to make sure that whatever your sister is telling you or checking you about, she mean it from the bottom of her heart, and you'll be okay tomorrow when the attitude is gone. So we
Right.
wanted
hmm
something that we could, be ourselves, love on each other, and also create, wonderful content, inspire others, and get in the community. So since everything else wasn't working out, we just decided we're gonna do our own thing and make our own lane and create our own path. And it's been lit ever since. Honestly, like we've done more as the Pretty Palace in these past 3 months than we've done in the past year trying to attach ourselves to everybody else. So, it's the vibe, it's the wave, and we just gonna keep on riding.
Right.
Okay, so what I got from what you said was basically you created because everybody wanted you to fit in their lane.
Yes. Yes.
So as you say, as their lane, it's like I understand what you said. The Pretty Palace is for the thick model. So they were trying to get you down to like a certain size or a certain something like that.
Yeah, they want you to be a certain size or they want you to act a certain way. Or if you're a plus size model, you can only wear the
Certain
Ashley Stewart.
things.
Huh? Yeah, yeah, you can only wear Ashley Stewart and Lane Bryant. You have to be covered up. And we like, okay, but Kim K became a billionaire being a sex symbol. So watch us do it too. Like, don't try to put us in a box. Don't try to say, yeah, plus size women, y'all accept it, but don't wear that. Nah, we gonna wear that, and he gonna look, and she gonna look, and we gonna stunt, and it's gonna be wonderful, So we just
Yep.
created our own lane. You can't tell us we accept it under certain conditions.
Right.
No, so we shredded them conditions and made our own, which ain't mine. We do what we want.
Yep.
I got you, but I see that Tati the only one to have the paraphernalia on. Nobody else has anything else on.
Tati would have been outside of paraphernalia too, but she is at work. I got my scrubs
Yes.
on. I just left work too. So you caught us on the work day, right after work. Well, she's
Yes.
still at
Like
work.
I'm still on the clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody I'm still on the clock though.
I understand. I understand. I understand. So okay, so you started this. You started this organization, uh, the Pretty Palace,
Yes.
and you say how like so now what are your acceptances now? And I should say like the people that you did not join, how are they accepting you now? Are they begging you to come work with them now?
Um.
Hmm.
I wouldn't
I
say
was.
She's gonna
begging.
be modest. She's gonna be modest, but right, like Raina said, they're not begging, but now everybody wants to be in the know. Everybody wants to rub elbows with D and Pretty Palace, like now
Oh, I
everybody
remember
wants to do,
her.
yeah, now everybody wants to do this. Oh man, like I've always supported. But just because you wasn't talking mess doesn't mean that you always support it,
Right.
because you have a voice just like everybody else, and you didn't use that voice to let these people know that plus size is out here, that we're doing this, we're doing that. Instead you chose to be silent and just watch how we take off, and now you want to join this wave too. Now you want to speak up. So
And
yeah,
it's a lot
yeah.
of fake love too. Like you can
Hmm.
you can tell that it was like kind of a competition actually. Like it wasn't even no beef. I just wanted to do my own thing. I had a certain vision for what I wanted, especially for the people that I was inspiring and bringing around too. And so, once they saw me succeeding, then it was all of a sudden like sharing my posts and oh my God, I love her. Y'all go follow D, go to her event. And it's like, girl, now you need some help. Now you wanna join the wave. No.
Over
So
there looking crazy.
over there looking slow.
Right. Right.
Oh man. So with some so with some of these no's, I mean that you decided to do your own thing, but when they were trying to get you to do certain things, and we know in the culture today, like have you ever thought about either one of y'all, have you ever thought about just going to get a BBL or anything like that? Just to fit in, to do that?
I mean, I've thought
Why?
about like a fat transfer, but it's not to fit in. It's just as far as just like the same way how a regular size based on society's normal, they can go and lay on the table. Why I can't go and lay on the table? You know? So it's not necessarily about, and the thing is, everybody feels like every time a plus size woman do this or a BBW do this, it's something about their confidence. And half or most of the time, it's not even about that. So I have thought about it as far as like a fat transfer, which is like the naturalist way possible, as far as like bringing the stomach back and then putting it in the hip or the butt area.
Okay.
But we technically don't need that.
A lot over here. I got that.
I'm just saying because you have a lot of people, they do it just to
Oh
like,
yeah.
to fit in or whatever case may be. They just do it because I
Yeah, and you
can't
know
really
what's
say.
funny? We just went to and hosted a party last month. A promoter contacted us and gave us a section to go to a party called BBW's versus BBL party. Yeah.
Mm.
And so it was
How
like
did that turn out?
it was actually a big turnout. Like it was a lot of people there. They had like $1,000 out best dress contest, which turned out to be like the best twerking
Right.
contest.
Mhm.
But a BBW won, so I don't care what kind of contest it was.
Okay.
But yeah, so like it's not necessarily to fit in, but I do know it's a lot of pressure, and that's just we just speaking for ourselves because we've grown to accept this. This was not easy at all, and the ladies on here will let you know. Like even me, I did not show as much skin as this. Never, ever. I never dressed like this. I never had
No.
this much. I've always been confident. I always knew I was a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I never had it like, oh yeah, I'm a model. I can do it. So it's been a
Mhm.
journey, and it's still some people who are self conscious and who are wishing that they could get that BBL. And so that's what
Yep.
we're here for. We could be like, for what, girl? You look good just like that. Girl, put this crop top on. So that's kind of the
Yep.
whole point.
And I feel like for me, as far as with her saying she was more revealed, I mean, covered up in the beginning and now being more revealing, for me, it was, oh, everything out. Everything out on my side, flat stomach, all this other stuff. I'm 6 feet tall, and, back in the day when I first met Dee, I was smaller. Then, life happened. You start getting into your grown woman body, things start filling out. And then I'm like, damn, like this is different, not something that I'm used to,
Hmm.
so it was like me getting more back to being confident in myself and accepting that, now I got this extra stuff going on, and then of course D gonna hype you up, Randall,
Period.
she gonna hype you up, so now I'm like, okay, well shit, I'm outside. I now I'm right back to how I was before, being revealing everything like that. You're gonna accept this grown woman body for what it is,
Yep.
I'm your 6 feet tall BBW.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So So is. And that's the thing
So,
too is
and I
that
accept it.
BBWs come in so many different shapes, sizes, and forms
Hmm.
that people look at someone and try to classify them as like, oh, well, you're not a BBW, you thick or you plus size. Like, no, no, no. It's
Hmm.
too something to do something or not. What you trying to do?
Yep.
And that's
That's the
why
point.
I had kind of like orchestrated the one Shades of Melanin shoot D,
Mm-hmm.
because that picture when everybody was like lined up with each other, you could literally tell like the different sizes, shapes, colors, body types, cellulites, no cellulites, like the many different types of BBWs, and they're all models, they're all parents. Most are parents, most are entrepreneurs, businesswomen. They have so much going on, plus modeling. So we're just showing them like we could do it too, and more.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got you. So you say you're 6 feet.
Yes.
Wow, you tall as hell first and foremost. But
Yeah.
I like the positive energy that you threw between your sisters right there, that they hyped you up, that they didn't let you
Hmm.
go into the cracks of things and be like go into a depression or anything like that.
Hmm.
So what would you say to someone who doesn't have that support system, that may fall into the depression stage and like I just can't do this no more. I don't want to be this size or anything.
Now, when I was going through my moment, that isn't to say that like I was listening to everything that they was telling me, okay? Listening to everything, but at the end of the day, when you alone and you at your house or you in that bed, all there is your mind and yourself, and your mind will play a lot of tricks on you. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I would say to somebody, don't go off of society, because that was like a big thing that I was also doing, because I knew how my body was shaped before. Like
Right.
we can go and scroll and look at pictures and be like, well, damn, it's like people getting their bodies done to look kind of like what I was looking like. I ain't really have a lot of boobs, whatever. But everything else, like they that's what they was trying to do. So then to get a little extra around the corners, and now I got a stomach, and now the boobs is getting bigger. I ain't used to all of this stuff too, but it just took me to just be like, you know what, like this is what it is. I'ma accept it. I'ma flaunt it the way I'm supposed to. Because now they really coming. So I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and keep pulling them. Now I feel like I'm in a whole different pool. I'm in a whole different,
Right.
genre of guys out here, and I'm like, okay, then, you gotta accept the fun with it. You gotta accept the positivity that come with it, because it could be one negative and 50 positives, and sometimes we'll hold on to that one negative. You can't do that. You gotta let that go and go out here and get these men. Get you a
So,
few of them.
okay, so now
Couple of them.
I get
Right.
that. But we were talking about earlier. Well, actually, the promo was saying that by you being a big woman, some men will try to hide you. Like they don't want to like just say, yeah, this is what I like. They may fake it to their friends and say, nah, I don't like that type of woman. But behind the scenes, they actually love love big women. Like, have you ever dealt with that before?
Always, all the time. Ladies,
Yeah.
it's better now. It's better now. But
I was gonna say, I don't feel like nobody had you, girl. They be
yeah,
wanting you
exactly,
all on
girl.
front
Now I gotta
page,
be like,
front
can you take
street,
that
like,
down? Don't
yeah,
post
yeah.
it. Take that down.
But they're getting so comfortable now because even especially on TikTok, like 2 years ago, BBWs and plus size was not a trend.
Mhm.
Now it's becoming a trend. So the people that used to be in the shadows, some are feeling confident to come out and say, yeah, I love a BBW because it's a trend. And then when they finally do catch a BBW, they don't know nothing. They don't know how to treat them. They don't know how to as far as self-care, nothing.
Yeah,
So I feel
and can't
like it's
afford to feed
becoming a trend.
So they can't afford to feed you. Did you
and
say
can't
that?
afford to feed me.
Right.
So I guess Miss D, you ain't that type of woman that's gonna be on the first date and just get the salad and try to take it not modest.
No, and can we get the spinach dip as an appetizer too? Because I need that to come out before the burger. And
Right.
I'm eating the whole thing.
Mhm.
I don't even need no to go plate. So
And I need a dessert.
yeah,
Okay.
I need something sweet.
Right.
Right.
You know us black people need something sweet after we
I
eat,
need some
okay?
sweet
So
right
That's how I
after.
need it.
too. So you better take me Golden Corral where I could get them all because we getting it all.
Everything.
Real.
Oh man. But
I'm bringing it.
I was watching a video actually that was on the Shade Room before like 3 days ago before this whole sit down that we doing. It was saying that most men, broke men, run to BBWs,
Oh.
and most successful men run to smaller women. So I'm like, can y'all clarify that for me? Like, do y'all feel like that's what's going on?
I not really because I don't know what that girl was talking about because I ain't got no money for him to come get, so I don't know what he coming over here for. Sure, but it's like
Yeah.
it's mandatory for a man to be financially stable. Like all jokes aside, if the bills is getting paid before you, the bill's gonna keep getting paid if you leave, and so you need to come with the same mentality. You need to come with the same grind. You need to come with the same hustle. The only type of men I date, humbly, respectfully speaking, is men with money. So, and that's
Yeah.
not because I'm a gold digger. It's because I'm expensive and I like nice things. And I'm not going to play with you to make you think that I'm going to dumb down like what I've worked hard for. I came from 79th Street, south side of Chicago. I worked hard to get to where I'm at. And so I'm not
Mhm.
going to dumb myself down or lower my standards for anybody. So the requirement is for you to be financially stable at minimum. I mean, rich
Yeah.
is nice, but financially stable is the bare minimum.
Yeah, I feel like if I can go out there and I can put in all these hard hours and get this money and take care of myself the way that I want to, if you're gonna come in my life, you got to be able to continue that, because it's gonna come to a point where you're gonna tell me, I need you to slow down. Like, I need you to have some time for me. I need you to do this or that or whatever. We need to be able to, hang out. Well, I have to work so I can still live the way that I want to. So if you telling me to cut back, then what are you bringing to the table? What are you doing for
Right.
me? So I think, some guys just gotta constantly keep that in their mind, you know. And yeah, ain't nobody dealing with no broke mess over here. When you got a face like this and a body like this, like you don't have to just deal with anything.
How?
And that's not being cocky, that's not being nothing. That's just, you know, what it
Knowing
is.
who
That's
and
just
what you
life.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just
That's
what.
it.
So
I understand. What about you, Raina?
Um, I just feel like plus size ladies, we have a stigma to the mama bear type. So I think that's what that young lady probably was referring to, and she just didn't know how to word it better. But I've heard from past relationships or just people out there that we give more of a motherly love. Like as far as like settling down,
Mm-hmm.
someone would more run to us than someone of a smaller size based on society's norms. So that's all I really have to say on that. Um, but yeah, like what D and Tati said, like you have to be bringing something to the table. We're not asking for Bill Gates, but you have to at least match what I'm doing
Mhm.
and above, because we need to be able to take care of each other, or you save on the side. So it has to have extra money and extra this and stuff like that, especially we're models. So definitely we need some change in those pockets and the back
mhm.
pockets and the shirt pockets and
And
all
that
those
little pocket
pockets.
that be in the jeans right there, that little
Yeah, the
Okay.
pocket,
tiny
that one
one.
too.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think no money can get in that little pocket, man.
It's some coins can go in there.
Yeah.
The coins
Yeah.
can.
Oh man, that's honesty right there. So now that the trending has, you said there's a trend. Well, it was in the shadows, but now since it's trending, everybody comes out and saying that they love BBWs, and you have this whole pretty palace thing on. So I'm guessing y'all have to fight everybody off with a stick now.
Yeah. I mean, even more so, because the reality is, I never wanted somebody, and he was like, no, like what? No,
Right. That part.
like, that never
Yeah.
happened to me before. I can't relate, but it's like it's because it's more accepted now. Then yeah, it's a little much. You can't, like, the TikToks comments, the DMs is crazy. Being out in public is crazy, especially if you got some showing. So it's a little worse than it used to be, but it's never been easy, honestly.
Oh well,
I agree, Amanda.
we got, that's what I was going to read. We got a comment. Men saying plus size women deserve less is a part of the culture among men to treat women like objects. That same complication is what those men complain about in regards to actually providing. Y'all agree with her?
I agree with her.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
I agree.
Yep. She
If
preaching.
if they looked at women as women, it wouldn't be a this one plus size, this one got a BBL, this one
Right.
dark skin, this one got
Yep.
short hair, this one got braids. I'm a woman, and do you value me? That's it.
Hmm.
I
Yep.
I
Cause
get
yeah,
it.
'cause we don't be calling the big men BBMs. Y'all
And
just
that's the thing. Yeah, they section off the women
yeah,
into these categories. If we could go outside and just
Hmm.
say, we're women, we will be fine. But no,
right.
when we go
Yep.
outside, somebody always gotta say, oh, you look good for a big girl, or you dress nice for a plus size. They always keep putting us into this box. So y'all gonna put us into this box, and now we're gonna use this box, we're gonna
Hmm.
decorate it, we're gonna slash
Okay.
it, we're gonna poke some
Yeah.
Yep.
holes, we're gonna put some clothes on and take
We're gonna
pictures in the
bedazzle it.
box.
But how do you feel when you hear those extra, the extra comments like you're pretty for a big girl, you're dressed nice for a big girl. I mean, like you could just say you look nice, you're pretty.
Right.
You don't have to add that extra
Hmm.
part on. Like, so how does that make you feel? Someone saying it to you, or you look nice for a big girl.
It just makes me
Then,
feel like they're still ignorant.
right. And ignorance is
Like,
not always a negative thing. Ignorance just means they
hmm.
just simply don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We're gonna get a comment that's getting ready to pop up to say men be looking like Oompa Loompas talking shit.
All right. I
And be
like that
wanting
one
this
on
bad
Facebook,
bitch.
do you remember?
Yes.
This
Hold
guy
on,
on
tell me what happened.
Facebook was basically, when we posted our shoot, he was just rambling about how unhealthy we look and this and that. And when we pull up his profile, sir,
Yeah. You a big girl yourself. That don't even make I,
Hold
and your wife,
and your wife and your man. That don't make sense.
like,
on.
don't come pushing your insecurities on us now.
So you said that he looked like a big girl himself. What? Why would you say that?
And boobs, the Hawaiian rolls, the booty. You a big girl. Go big girl. What you gonna do?
Okay. That is
No, for real.
the difference, So, basically, like, okay, so what you have with the Pretty Palace, and like, say if it was just somebody just came and just said they were insecure of, of their size, it's like, could we actually send them to you guys and you could like talk to them?
Most
Yeah.
dead.
That's really what we do. Like anytime we see anybody questioning themselves or being insecure. Like just now, we went to a swim soiree by Curvy Confidence Events, and we offered a makeover. And the winner of the raffle, she's gonna get her nails done, her hair done. Like we're gonna hook her up. We are here to inspire and encourage. So if anybody, even y'all in the comments and watching, if y'all feel any kind of way or need extra push or extra inspiration, you can always contact the Pretty Palace or any member in it. We all gonna accept you with open arms. We're gonna
Oh,
give you good advice and we're gonna crack some jokes. That's
Right.
for sure.
Yep.
hold on, brother Joseph. You come on here with a picture with a white girl. You will not come to the HBCU Lounge Network with a picture of a white girl in your photo. You will not do that.
Now,
You will
not
not
the
come to
women.
this
Ooh.
with a picture of a white girl. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. You want to see me drop the links and watch? Nobody gives a fuck what he's talking about. But anyway, come in with a picture of a white girl. That's the first thing. Like you just don't do that.
That was what was that?
So I forgot what I was saying because I saw his comment pop up and I'm like, who's this dude with a white girl in the picture with him?
Oh gosh.
But
So
I did see somebody comment that said that they be needing bigger bras than we do, and that be a fact, sis. It went away, but I didn't know
Especially
who.
me. Especially me.
Right?
Okay.
yeah, there goes
Yeah,
Becky.
Woo.
You need bigger bras than I do.
Yes.
yes,
Miss Ava. Yes. Right on the head. Yes.
for real.
Yeah, that kick him out. I don't have time for him today. Kick him out. Him and his white girl.
Hi, Joseph. Him and his colonized.
Right.
Yeah, kick him out. He probably from Mississippi. I don't know where he's from.
Mississippi boy.
But okay, so yeah, I think we was talking about healing other women, that basically empowering other
Yeah,
women through depression or something of that nature.
yeah. You
So
was hey, can you send them to me, or us if they're feeling insecure?
yeah, so well, since y'all been having this going, so like how many young, especially teenage youth, because it's a big suicide rate these days. Like how many of the youth that you've actually interacted with and explaining them, especially during those gruesome years of high school.
Yeah.
Be- Oh, Raina, I'm gonna let you have that because we just sent some girls off to prom and she did so well with the young lady. So how do we be inspiring the teens around us?
So, I'm gonna just tell a story.
Yeah.
Like whenever you're in class and a teacher asks you a question, and it's like, I wish she had worded that question a little different. But basically, we were invited to do makeup for some teen girls that were doing a fashion show. And me and my other sisters, we noticed this one girl, all her friends were talking about prom, and we're just like, we're not hearing you talking about prom and it's your senior year. And she was just like, I would like to go, but, and we're like, but what? But she didn't really want to say too much. So, system mode, we already went into system mode. Me, D, and the other young lady, Raquel, we're just like, you know what? we got you. You're going to prom. This is something that you don't want to miss, whether it's good or bad. This is something that you need to say that you went to and you were able to experience it. When I tell you, we all broke down crying right in front of the young lady started bawling tears. So basically, all the girls we pat up. We said, "Hey, who could do this? Who could do hair? Who could do nails? Who was able to buy her tickets? Who was able to do that?" And we all met up at my house, and we actually made over two, because she asked, "Hey, can I bring a friend? You know, she's having a little bit of hardships as well." And we were able to send two beautiful black young ladies to prom, and they were beautiful, like beautiful. So that was very inspirational for us. Up to this day, they still call us big sisters, and we call them their little sisters and stuff like that. So just the confidence, and you don't have to be plus size to say hey or speak to us or ask us for advice, because we basically built this as far as we're still women. Out of everything else, woman is on top. We're
Right.
not plus women, we're women. So, we're able to give advice all around the board, and we have many different women, as far as different ages, ethnicities, like I said before, different job types and stuff like that. So you can come to the Pretty Palace and get any question answered. Any
Literally,
question.
literally. Somebody got a connection to something. Somebody got an
Something.
Yep.
somebody some kind of business or know a friend with something. You getting something.
Yep.
So as what she dealt with in high school, and y'all were able to, come to her rescue. Did any of you have these issues in high school?
In high school, I was bad as hell. So I was not able to go to prom. Um, I was bad. I'm from the south suburbs of Chicago, and even though it's not crazy like the in the city or anything like that, where I grew up at, it was still the hood. But there we had to do, and yeah. So I was bad. That's all I can really say is I was bad. So my whole experience was different. Like I said, I wasn't able to go to prom. I
Right.
couldn't, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. So
Why couldn't
yeah.
you go? What did you do so bad that they wouldn't let you go? You can speak on it. This
What
your
you
past.
did, sis?
It's your past. This was what made you. What did you do?
It is. So I went to two different high schools. The first one, it was cool. The second one I went to because we moved, and my first year, it was like three little bullies. Like they tried me, and then when they tried me, I said okay. So the last day of school, I brought everybody, friends, family, friends from my old school, like everybody came up to that school. So it was like
Mm.
the police was there. They made a big deal with the principal. Like when I graduated high school, I still had in school suspension days to serve before they would give me my
The
diploma.
diploma. Mm-hmm.
So and yeah, but it was great. I mean, I enjoyed myself in high school, but I was just bad as hell.
I mean,
My mom moving
Chirac is different.
us to America is what helped.
You moved to America. Where were you? Where are you from?
I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands,
Okay.
St. Thomas. So I
Okay. So you.
moved up here my sophomore year in high school. So when I
Okay.
came up here, when I in high school, I was kind of like reserved, like closer to myself because I didn't know anybody. But
Right.
in the islands, when I say rebel, rebel, and now it's starting to come out a little bit more. But now I know how to channel it because now I'm comfortable with Florida and where I'm at and stuff like that. But yeah, I was able to go to prom. Prom was it wasn't like, oh my God, but it was still something that I experienced. I was able to dress up. I got my dress made, and I just wanted her to feel that way. Like literally my prom day, my mom took off the whole day. We woke up, we went out to eat nails, toes, pedicures. It was just something that it's supposed to be a pampered day.
Right.
So that's the kind of feel that the Pretty Palace wanted to give these girls. Just a day where you don't have to do nothing but sit in a chair and everybody do everything for you. So
Yep. Really quick, you guys. I'm sorry, but I gotta go back to work.
Somebody said you went to Mega Evers, Tati.
Yeah, nope, I didn't. I did not.
All right, well, you
Yeah.
can go ahead back to work. And thank you for joining us.
Oh
Thank
yes,
you.
no problem. No problem. You guys have a great night, and I can't wait for us to connect again soon.
That's right.
Most
He
definitely.
have us back, honey.
All right. Bye,
Somebody
guys.
asked, "Where's Miss Holmes?" That's Chicago. Where's Miss Holmes? They doing
They
full
doing full prom stuff for eighth grade dances now. Oh,
Yeah, the kids is living, okay? The kids
okay.
life these days.
So everything you've done, everything right now is just based in Florida. Like, have you went to other things, other states, other places?
Yes, to both questions because I see the question about me going to FAMU. Yes, I went to Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University, October 3rd, 1887. What? But yes, we have been to Atlanta. We have been to North Carolina, and then we are going back to Atlanta next month for ATL Curve Weekend.
Curve
And
weekend.
I'm actually the brand ambassador for that event. So yeah, we got plenty of plans, but as far as right now, like most of our events and photo shoots and like our core base is Central Florida, so Orlando, Tampa, Daytona, Deltona, Sanford, like the surrounding areas of Florida. But we are slowly but surely branching out.
Well, how do you join? How do you join? I mean, I know I can't join, but how do you, if somebody wanted to join?
We're gonna add you to the security team. Don't
You're
worry.
right.
We be needing security. But so you'll go to the Pretty Palace website, which is theprettypalace.org, or you can DM the pretty.palace on Instagram. What we do is we have several packages. So if you want just the basic package where you're trying to become an influencer and you just want me to give you like your social media audit and the top hashtags and what I think you can be doing to improve like your engagement for like your social media pages, then you'll get that. But I also have a royal package where you get all of the social media tips, but you get a photo shoot as well. You get a consultation with me, one-on-one modeling
You
coaching.
can be the handsome
So it all
palace.
depends on like what exactly you're trying to do, whether you want to be a model, influencer, whatever you want to do, you'll pick the package that applies to you.
I say that for you, Black Marvel, the handsome palace.
The
I
King
know.
You don't
Palace.
even so say the handsome throne or
Yeah, come on,
the
I,
Palace.
handsome palace.
I would just rather do security.
I'll pick security for 300, please.
Oh man, so they go to the website, theprettypalace.org, and they can pick the package, and they speak to one of you guys directly, or just you.
They can speak to anybody. The beautiful part of it all is that our slogan is where every queen is crowned. So I only say I'm the founder. Like I don't say I'm the
The
president,
boss or
CEO.
CEO.
Yeah, I do all that because everybody got their own business and everybody is capable. And when you are officially in the Pretty Palace, you know exactly what the mission is. You know
Mhm.
exactly what the expectations are. So anybody that come along, you already know what it is and what it's about. Because if you don't, you wouldn't be a part of it because we are so strong with the sisterhood, unity, support, look out for each other. So every queen in the Pretty Palace is more than educated on how things work and they more than willing to talk to anybody, welcome anybody. They always bringing me, sending me somebody. So yes, I love them.
So what are the expectations? Just in case somebody's listening who's listening on YouTube and they want to decide to join.
Respect.
That
Respect.
we are women. So I'm not gonna sit on this live with you, honey, and tell you that we be doing sleepovers and drinking hot cocoa and having a great time every day. No, things need to get voted on, and it's 11 people right now. So if 5 people feeling this way and 6 people feeling that way, or 5 people feeling one way and 5 people feeling one way, and then we got one person who don't want to pick a side because she cool with everybody, it's just always something. So the only thing, the biggest thing is just making sure that you can respect women as women, respect everyone's opinions and beliefs, backgrounds and cultures. That's one. Two, applying what you learn. So if you are serious about modeling and serious about becoming an influencer, then I'm going to send you a calendar of events and all the things that you need to do. If you don't do none of it, then why? Like, what's the point? We don't want to be like the typical IG model where you just posting on Instagram and whatever happens,
Right.
that you just doing whatever. You have to represent the brand in a way like a queen. And that's not saying that you can't reveal yourself because queens are sexy too, but it's just you got to make sure that you're serious about putting in work because I can only do so much. I can't make you a model. I can't make you a brand ambassador. I can't make you an influencer, but I can tell you what to do. So you just have to have that willingness to learn. You always have to be open to learn. You don't know everything. Even me, I don't know everything.
Right.
So I always ask them for suggestions, advice all the time. So just being open and willing to learn and having that respect. And even if you don't have confidence, just have the mind to accept the encouragement to be confident. So honestly, like even if you're down right now and you're like, oh, I'm super insecure, when we trying to hype you up, please don't be like, oh, but I'm so big. Like, girl, yes, you trying to fix that. So all in all, just being open.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to ask. Like, okay, someone joins, and like you said earlier, like you already said you turned the dome light on, but you were saying like earlier that you wasn't used to showing this and showing that. How do you get someone's confidence to go that high to where they can crop top or little shorts or whatever? I don't know the name of y'all clothing. Like, how do you get that person who doesn't want to show that skin because they feel like
Two
they're nervous?
words.
Okay.
Stop caring. And you see which finger I started with? Stop caring. So
Yes.
fuck every opinion. Your mama opinion, your stepdaddy, your daddy, your boyfriend, your kids, all of that. Fuck. I don't know. Can I curse on here?
Yeah. Hey, you can do whatever
Fuck everybody's opinion. Once you start doing that, you not having stuff feed into your brain that's messing with your emotions when you dress a certain way, when you trying to look a certain way. If you don't have none of them stuff battling and going to war in your head, you just gonna just do what you want to do. You gonna at least try it out. And once you try it out, most of the time they're gonna like it. So you have to stop caring what everybody says. That was my biggest thing. I was always photogenic. I was always confident about my body, but the island that I come from, they're also like, if it's not a trend, they not
Mhm.
fucking with it. So I had to start not giving a fuck. And I now D right there would tell you I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah. Wear your clothes. Wear your clothes.
So you have to start like, yeah, not caring what nobody says. You have to find that in yourself to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Well, you have women. I mean, like the whole Lizzo thing. I really didn't care. I was like, oh, whatever. Okay, she doing what the hell she want to do. I don't care. But but she did receive some backlash.
Hmm.
But like you just said, Raina, like who gives a fuck what you think? Like I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
And you see, Lizzo ain't stopped faking ass, showing ass. If anything, she done showed some more ass and she done made some clothing that we could show our ass too, just like that. So that ain't stopped nothing. And that's what I want. Them opinions ain't stopped shit. So because three people done said something or four people look some kind of way, Lizzo has millions of people in her comments every day. Near TMZ, all kind of blogs hating on her every single day. And guess what? She in rooms that them people can't ever.
Say that. Right.
Her bank account, that's about how much. That's three times the amount of money that I owe FAMU for the school loan. Okay,
Right.
so you got to ignore the people who don't matter because at the end of the day, if that affected her, where would she be? Now she's able to put other women on. She has the show and she has the music video plus size women. So just never ever 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 stop. And well, the only thing you need to stop is motherfucking caring, like Marina said. I can eat my
I'm not sure if it's gonna pop up because the question came through like, what did your family say? Like a certain somebody said, what does your family say about when you was
My
making this?
mom, up to this day, and I love your cream cheese, but up to this day, like I would go out or she'll see a picture and she's like, why you always have to show skin? I said, you wouldn't ask my younger cousin that.
Mm.
You wouldn't ask somebody that's society's norm that. So why I
Right.
can't wear it? And then now her responses are becoming like, "Oh, that looks nice on you," or I want that outfit after you wear it a couple times. That's when when somebody starts to see confidence in you,
Mhm.
sometimes it kind of puts up a sign on them and be like, okay, I could only feed this person like confidence or like positivity and stuff like that. So up to this day, my biggest supporters are strangers.
Yes.
Strangers. Like I've never met, never seen, none of that. Like my family, people that I usually like coincide with and stuff like that, they're not the supporters.
No. And
They feel like this is a waste of time.
they'll say that they support you, but the true support gonna come from the strangers, from those people that you're really inspiring. It's hard for family to see you grow. I
Right.
went to my brother's funeral and people were still treating me like I was 7 years old. So, like, to grow and have confidence, to grow in your clothing choices, like, it's hard for them to see. I remember I tell the story all the time. I really became a plus size model and influencer because after my divorce and conquering postpartum depression and finding myself as a woman again, I took that year to be like, girl, okay, you finna get right. And that year on my 30th birthday, I did a photo shoot and it was a lingerie shoot. And I posted it once I got it back and it went viral. And I just built off that momentum and I just I kept taking pictures from there, kept doing content from there. But the mixed reviews that I got from the lingerie picture could have ended me. It could have ended me before I began because I wasn't an influencer. I only had like 1,000 followers. I wasn't modeling. I had just did that for fun. So if I let all the people that was saying like you shouldn't do that, you should cover up. I had a lot of family that was like, okay, do it, but don't post it online though. And it's like, why not? So if I would have let that stop me, then I wouldn't be where I'm at today, working with the brands that I'm working with and doing the things that I'm doing. So more of the story is keep going. Family gonna tell you that they support you, but only to a certain extent because they still have already before when you are in the womb, they have already planned that this one's gonna be a doctor, this one's gonna be this and that. They have already planned your life for you pretty much. So just make your own plan and tell them you coming or not because I'm going this way, and that's it.
Well, that's how it go. Family don't really support you till you on.
Mhm. That's it.
Once you on, then they really support us because they seeing money behind it. But as you struggling to get where you're trying to go, it's like, yeah, I watch, yeah, I like,
Exactly.
and that's just how it goes. But like you said, your biggest supporter is strangers, and I always say this every episode on the show because we always have people on here. I don't know who's lit. I mean, I know who's watching, but I don't know who is really touching
Mhm.
because we talk about so much stuff. Today we have you plus size models here. We didn't have people with HIV, people with herpes, people with mental disorders, people with suicide awareness, a whole bunch of stuff we done had on the show for over our 40 something episodes. And one thing about this platform, I always say, I don't never know who we are touching, you
Mhm.
know, and that's what this platform is. I want you leave this platform and be like, damn, Raina and D can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
That's how I want people to look at it in life. Whether if you're 100 to 400, at the end of the day, like you said, you are a woman, so it should not be that extra wording behind it. You look good for a big girl. You look, those clothes fit you nice for. No, just you look nice.
That's
You're
it.
pretty.
That's it. And I definitely want them to be able to look at this podcast and know that they can do it. Don't let Instagram fool you. Don't let Facebook fool you. Do not think you need that lipo and BBL to
Right.
have to be able to pull a rich nigga because you don't. If you see my DMs, your favorite rapper, favorite basketball player, and favorite NFL player in them, let's be real. Like honestly, and what they gonna do is, let me tell y'all what they do. They like a whole bunch of pictures, but they not gonna send the DM first because they don't want to look crazy. So they gonna want you to DM them, or they gonna send their manager to you. But trust me, 330 pounds. Your favorite rapper, your favorite basketball player, and your favorite football player, and them two.
Real
So
shit.
don't think you gotta change nothing. You don't gotta change nothing. You can do it too. I'm telling you.
So have you ever been out with any of these athletes?
The the basketball player my favorite, but it's just not my vibe.
Well, you ain't gotta say his name. I mean, we're not that messy on the show. You ain't
Yeah,
gotta say his
I
name.
know.
I'm just asking you to go out with him.
Yes, I went out with a basketball player one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. What did she say? Women are socialized to self depreciate in order to make others feel comfortable. It is supposed modesty, but it's really about control. Oh, I mean, when you really listen, Amanda, everything is about control. They tell you to do this, they tell you to do that, they tell you to do this, they tell you to do that. It's all about control, whether we're talking size or we're talking about mindset. It's all about control.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody wants some kind of control, but
Shirley,
it's
if you
like
put them triple E's
how
away,
much control you have on your own and how much you gonna let others control you.
see, y'all done started something. Now y'all got Shirley up here showing her triple E's. Shirley, put them things away.
Shirley, what? Let me see, check it,
Oh,
cause I got
Shirley.
triple D's. I got these triple D's and these scrubs right here, honey.
Look.
Right, Shirley. I'm trying to tell you, you get your bras from Lane Bryant. Me too.
Okay.
You know we all get our bras from Lane Bryant. Rob, write that down,
I
brother.
don't know.
Are you write that
Listen,
down?
listen. I got a little girl, right? And I went to Walmart. She was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, Walmart for a bra.
Do you
That was
want
in my
that bra
budget.
with the
That
bone to
was in
be
my
sticking
budget.
out next week?
Exactly.
That was in my budget.
No, no, don't. You should have just told her wait till next week because you're gonna have to buy another one because the wire gonna pop out tomorrow.
And I'm
No,
gonna tell you this too. This is why we need niggas with money because our bras is damn near $40 and $50
I
for
brought
one.
$55.
oh yeah, that's what I was hearing. That they said good bras about $40, $50, $40, $50, sometimes 60.
Yeah, sometimes 60 if you get a cute one. Don't even play. And if it got some lace on it, run that 65, 70 because we just made it cute for you and used all this material. Don't play.
Oh man, look, I don't know. Shit.
Right? You ever dated a big girl?
No,
No. Is it by choice? Is that not your preference?
I wouldn't say it's not my preference. It's just I've never done it before.
Okay. So
I,
you
I
Do you find us attractive?
no, I do.
No, you do. Or yes, you do.
I said I do. I do. I do. I do.
You're nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. No, I'm not.
just
Listen, my thing is this: woman is woman, black woman, they're all beautiful, regardless of what shape or size. It's just that I've never done it before. I've never done it. It's always for me growing up. It's always been medium size or like small. It's never been like
where you from?
big. From Baltimore,
Okay.
bro. My daughter has me taking her to Vicky Secretions. Yeah, his daughter in high school. That's why if you catch that one
I just
girl,
see
get one
that's
50% off. That's a blessing.
yeah, you got to. You got to buy the BOGO. But Ava said something about having to order her bras from Europe. Was that her?
Yeah, when I was a 32K, I had to order mine from Europe.
She got something more important to say now. I don't.
Oh, shit. You know what? See, on that note right there, see, this is how this figure rate get canceled right there.
Oh man.
Now, see, we reached a portion of the show right here. Was called I Be Damn, where I get a dating story sent to me, and I just read it back over the air, and you tell me where shit went wrong at in the story. I think this one 3 minutes and 55 minutes long, so you can run it, brother, for real. I hope it don't buffer today. It's not animated today. Good evening, and welcome to another episode of I Be Damn. This story today comes out of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. So, I met and became friends with this guy named Tony. That's not his real name. I found him attractive, but never had the courage to really make a move because I was shy and didn't know if he was remotely attracted to me. We eventually lost touch, nothing personal. We just didn't communicate as much. Fast forward a few months. It was a normal afternoon and I was home chilling because I had nothing else better to do. My phone rang and it was Tony. I was brewing with excitement and simply couldn't answer the phone quick enough. I made up my mind that I was going to stop being a punk and tell Tony how I felt so we could get this romance slash dating thing on the road. Tony, I have a crush on you. We began to catch up. I told him I told him what I was doing, and he did the same. I told him what I had been up to, and he also did the same. He told me he missed me, and I let him know that I missed him too. He then said that he wanted to talk to me about something important, and I was like, oh shit. He feels the same way that I feel and wants us to start dating. My body was doing all kinds of eternal victory dances, and my heart was pounding away because I just knew we were about to take this friendship thing to the next level. We was about to shoot off like a rocket. But then Tony put me on hold and passed the phone to some guy named Ed, which took the wind right out of my sail. This is how the conversation go. Hey Denise, I'm Ed. Tony has told me so much. Stopped it. You stopped it, bro? But it just stopped in the middle of it.
Yeah, because now I need to know what Ed said.
It just stopped in the middle of it.
Oh, it's buffering.
I don't. I could just read the damn story. I gotta get it again. Where was it at? I just had it up. Where's the story at? You need to know. Everybody wants to know what Ed said, but it's buffering. Oh, no, my computer. Back to the beginning. See if we can get it back. Tony, I have a crush on you. Okay. He's about to shoot off like a rocket. But then, I keep buffering when we get to this part. Tony put me on hold and passed the phone to some guy named Ed. Is this buffering? Which took the wind right out of my sail. This is how the conversation go. Hey Denise, I'm Ed. Tony has told me so much about you. Hey Ed. Tony mentioned that you were smart, ambitious, and just an all-around go-getter. At this point, I was all the way confused because I wondered why Tony couldn't tell me that himself. Since when did Tony become all shy? Is this dude proposing to me or something through this Ed person? All I wanted was a date. I don't know why it's buffering that way. Who the fuck is Ed? Anyway, Ed continued the conversation. You see, Denise, we're building a team of go-getters, and Tony had you at the top of the list. Scratching my head. Okay, I'm not understanding. I just keep buffering.
I think I'm on.
We started an e-commerce business, and we like to add you to our team. All you have to look, we're gonna cut it. I can just do is come to this meeting, sign up to be on our team, and you'll get it. So basically, what happened? Because I don't know why I keep buffering. So he met this girl, and he wanted to go, and she wanted to go out with him. She really liked him. Tony kept her number and kept her on the top of the list because she was ambitious. So Ed spoke to her. They started e-commerce business. So when he called her to really, she thought he was calling her for a date. He was calling her to get $300 for a pyramid scheme. So that's basically what happened. And she hung up on Ed.
Oh no. Well, so first of all, she was doing too much anyway.
So yeah, that's what happened. They wanted her to join the e-commerce pyramid scandal. Tony never liked her. Tony was just using her to try to get $300 out of her.
Wow. And this be real stories that
Yes, these are real stories.
ooh,
These
Tony
are real.
tried it.
Huh?
I said, ooh, Tony tried it. And he was supposed to be her friend at first.
Yeah, these are real
That
stories.
part.
These are
Well,
real. These are definitely real stories.
that's
Um, it's kind of like well, they get me every week because I'm always posting the six brown chicks, the SBC chat.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so um, I think I'm gonna read one and then we're gonna get off the air for the day. What do you say? It was my 30th birthday. I made reservations at a steakhouse. Boyfriend for 1.5 years stood me up, so I went solo. Caught him there with his wife.
Oh,
I punched her. He grabbed me and flung me across the room. Got arrested. He didn't bail me out. I want him back. What to do?
She want what?
she want to do what?
She want him back. She punched his wife. He grabbed her and flung her. He won't bail her out.
Sis, the minute he flung you for punching the wife is it. First of all, he has a wife.
First
Just
of all,
let it go.
first
Just
of all,
let
it
it
was
go.
your birthday, sis. You had to go through that on your birthday.
Yeah.
And he ain't bail you out. And you want what you want him for? To put you in
Huh?
jail again?
Right. You was going to jail. Leave that lady husband alone. Cause guess what? She wanted him back to the end when nobody either that day must be good.
Oh man, but listen, I'm gonna have to invite y'all back. Y'all got to bring the whole group next time.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
yes, definitely got to bring the whole game for you. You know, we gotta test and see what the podcast like first. Cause some of my girls ain't really every podcast type of girl.
Right.
So
Like
we got
when we tell you we got different, all of us
exactly.
different personalities, different.
Yeah.
Yes, we're different.
So
Like I said,
we had to make sure that the coast was clear. So I brought my I brought my business oriented team today to check Rod and brother out. So but we appreciate y'all. We want to come back. We got to come back with the whole gang. Raquel was
nah,
trying to get in, but something was with the link.
Yeah.
So we was trying to text her while we was on here, but she just couldn't get it. So y'all definitely got to meet her. You gonna love her. She's
And
a
I just want to
riot.
say too, your chat section is lit. Like we never been on the podcast where the comments is this lit.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to y'all. Every
Right.
now and then it be something, but normally they be like yes or send emojis. So we appreciate y'all.
yeah, we had strippers and sex workers on here.
Okay, I know
Yeah,
that's right. I want to come talk to them. I want
Right.
to know
I'll
where the
probably.
plus size strippers at? Where the plus size sex workers at?
Well, she was a plus size sex worker. She did a whole,
Oh,
she did a whole split on the show. Did a whole
okay.
split.
Run that back. Tag her.
Okay.
Y'all follow me, sis. I need to
Yeah,
take it down. I need to
she's
stretch.
on. She lives in Boston.
Okay.
She a little
Yeah,
far.
yeah, she in Boston. Somebody said Ava said we need to head to Florida.
Yes, come down. We all
Definitely. Florida is lit.
we
And
gonna
we
do
even
right.
litter.
Okay. And we're gonna make sure that we in the section. Don't even worry about that. We're gonna take care of that. Just come on
Uh,
down. We're gonna show you a good time down here.
got you. But like I said, thank y'all. How can they reach you again if they want to have any questions or they want to join?
You can contact the Pretty Palace if you want to join the Pretty Palace. It's www.theprettypalace.org. The Instagram is thepretty.palace. If you want to reach me personally, my Instagram is D So Pretty. That's D So Pretty, two E's, two O's, because she's so pretty. And that's on Instagram and TikTok.
And what about you, Brandon Simone?
Well, my Instagram is simple Raina.Simone. Just make sure you put the dot in between. I'm very friendly, I'm open. You can inbox me about anything. On TikTok, I'm in the works of changing every social media to the same name. So right now my Facebook is Raina Simone, but my TikTok is So Love and then the number 3. So
Okay.
hit us up, y'all. You don't have to be a model.
Yeah, you don't
You
have to
could
be a
just
model.
hit
You
us
don't have
up.
to be plus size either.
You want to hang out, girls' night,
Mm,
audits, just someone to talk to, just a group of plus size women that just
yes.
confident. Hit us up. We got
Content,
y'all.
social media influencing, all that. We on all that. Brunch, unlimited posters, all that. Give us all that.
Got you. Well, thank y'all for joining us, and same time, same place next week. I don't even know who the hell next week. I've lost my schedule, but same time, same place next week. It might be the divorce lady, I believe. I think it's dating after divorce, I believe.
Oh, call me on that one too, child, because I got something to say.
That's next. I think that's next week, dating after divorce. I think that's
Ooh,
next.
I got some shit to say.
I'll have Ava reach out to you if that's definitely it next week, and we can go from there. But other than that, I see y'all next week with another crazy story from I Be Damn next week as well. 8 o'clock next week, Amsterdam Talk. Thank you again, Pretty Palace.
Thank you for
Thank
having us.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye.